to do that. Why do you do that? I just told you not to do that.
I'll still do it. What will you do?
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. So today we shall see the herbal cures for both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. We shall start with the king of all herbs, amla or Emilica officinalis. Emilica officinalis is an antioxidant, an immunomodulator and also pancreatoprotective. That means antioxidant means it protects the body from oxidative stress. Since diabetes is primarily an oxidative stress based disease, we are supposed to give antioxidant therapy to counteract that kind of problem. So here we are giving antioxidant therapy. The second thing is we are using immunomodulators. The reason why we are using immunomodulators is that immunomodulators actually help the immune system to function better. In fact, they themselves work as immunomodulators. That means they themselves work as the immune system. The third thing is that it's pancreatoprotective. It protects the body from pancreatitis. So that's why if you are having type 1 diabetes too, this can cure you. In fact, it has helped in STZ-induced diabetes. STZ is streptozotocin and it has protected people and rats. They have tested it on rats for curing diabetes. And research proves that curcumin, now we are going to Haridra curcuma longa, its root powder or rhizome powder is very powerful. This has very powerful anti-diabetic powers. It's an antioxidant, it's an immunostimulant and it's an anti-hyperlipidemic drug. So if you're having hyperlipidemia or dyslipidemia, this drug is very good for you. Curcumin actually promotes AMPK activation and this promotes increased insulin sensitivity and then glucose intake by muscle cells and hypoglycemic anti-diabetic effect is induced on rats. So it is proven that this plus this, that is amla plus turmeric plus honey is very good. Though honey has a very high glycemic index of 80 to 90, it is still lower than sugar. And of course, it has 2% of the RDA, recommended dietary intake of zinc. Therefore, it helps in insulin production. And also, it cures type 2 diabetes. And you can use this and these three trio to cure type 2 diabetes completely and to manage and reduce insulin resistance of type 1 diabetes. And maybe you can also destroy type 1 diabetes with it. And you can use honey plus shilajit also. Shilajit is rich in fulvic acid and various other minerals which are very important for the synthesis of insulin and the secretion of insulin. Now we shall come to another very powerful medicine that is good for diabetes and it's a detox. It gives a hypoglycemic effect. That means it reduces the plasma blood glucose levels. Take Karela, half glass plus Giloy, half glass juice of both these things together every day morning. The more the bitter, the more the better. That's the rule for diabetic drugs. The more it's bitter, the more it's better for you. And also, every day morning when the stomach is empty, take this. It can cure both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. So even if you have type 1, I can boldly say it cures type 1 diabetes because it was tested on streptozotocin-induced diabetic rats. That means streptozotocin-induced diabetic rats can be type 1 or type 2 diabetic rats. So the medicines that have been given to them to cure them, for example this thing, can be effective in both type 1 and type 2. Moreover, there are cases which clearly show that type 1 diabetes can be cured by bitter gourd juice. And the next very powerful medicine is Salacia decoction or Sapta Chakra Kwatha. So this is a wonder for all diabetics, both type 1 and type 2. It's effective against type 1 diabetes also because it's STZ, streptozotocin-induced diabetes. So the science behind streptozotocin will also be explained in some more time. When it was administered to both humans and rats, it reduced HbA1c or glycated hemoglobin, and also plasma glucose was also reduced, insulin was reduced, and that's why it's a very important anti-diabetic medicine. In fact, it can cure all types of diabetes. And not only this, I will also show you some very powerful herbal remedies now. Here they are. So, wonderful cures for type 1 and So for type 1 diabetes, I've given it in this column, for type 2 in this column. So I have done this research by God's grace. I used a book called Dravya Guna Vijnana, and I'll just show you the book. So here is the book, Dravya Guna Vijnana.
1 second.
This book has a lot of hypolipidemic drugs, anti-hypolipidemic drugs and anti-hyperglycemic drugs, etc. So I use it. It has many classical references also, and is a BAMS textbook. So type 1 diabetes cures. First of all, I would like to give cures for type 1 because people in type 1 diabetes are really, they have to be helped out. And asana is a special herb. It is also called bijaka. I shall give the botanical name so that you can search and Google. It will be helpful for the viewers. Its botanical name is Pterocarpus marsupium, and this particular medicine can be given as a part of Shalasara Dikwatha. So this Shalasara Dikwatha I shall explain later. And along with that, asana is also good for type 2 diabetes. And this research was done by Journal of Ethnopharmacology in 2012. And they have successfully shown that asana is a wonderful anti-diabetic medicine. Along with that, Bringaraja Eclipta alba is also researched to be a very powerful medicine for diabetes, and you can make it into a soup and you can use its raw juice. You can drink that daily. It is having a very powerful hypoglycemic effect according to researchers. So I shall also give the researchers in the link below. And then we have these coriander leaves. It's called dhanyaka in Sanskrit. Coriander is called dhanyaka, and its botanical name is Coriandrum sativum, and you all might know that. So this particular medicine should be made into a juice. You can have its chutney daily, or you can eat just like that on salads, etc. It has been shown to be a very powerful medicine for diabetes type 1 and type 2 because it's again tested on STZ induced diabetic rats. And the journal which has mentioned this research is Journal of Ethnopharmacology and Indian Journal of Experimental Biology. These two journals have written this. It was published on 2011 January. You can look up to that. I shall give the link. And STZ, streptozotocin induced diabetic mellitus. It can also cure kidney nephropathy. It protects the kidney. And for type 1, this can also be used for type 1 diabetes. And nourishing juices from Coriandrum sativum and its dry seeds basically have a very powerful anti-hyperlipidemic and anti-hyperglycemic effects. So you can take its dry seeds, these kokumeri seeds, and you can use them in your food. You can make sambars out of it or whatever you like out of it, and that's also very good for you. Or just boil water in it and drink the juice every day morning. And Karela plus giloy juice on empty stomach is the best thing, and this has been researched by Journal of Food Science 2012 July. And onion and garlic except for neuropathic patients. If you have neuropathy, then please don't take onion and garlic, otherwise it's a boon for diabetics. So onion and garlic is very good for both type 1 and type 2 diabetes because again it has been tested on STZ induced diabetic rats. And rose sharbat. I am not telling you to make sharbat out of sugar. Sharbat should be made out of honey. So rose plus honey can be taken together, but please don't heat honey. If you heat honey, it turns into a toxin. So rose extract plus honey together can be taken. Same in type 2 and type 1 diabetes. Do this properly according to AYURVEDA and you will be cured of your diabetes. There is no doubt about it, my dear friends. And let me continue with some more remedies that I have collected together. Type 2 diabetes can cure dyslipidemia. Type 2 diabetes causes dyslipidemia, and dyslipidemia causes type 2 diabetes. Hypertension causes type 2 diabetes, and type 2 diabetes causes hypertension. And dyslipidemia is measured total fat and cholesterol levels in the plasma, and hypertension is measured by mmHg. And also obesity is measured by BMI or body mass index, and Lagenaria cicererea or Ikshwaku, a special herb. You can search on this. You can search for this on Google. It has been shown to reduce BMI index in rats, STZ diabetes induced rats. Hypertension. It has been shown to destroy hypertension in rats, and it has been shown to prevent dyslipidemia and destroy destroy the disease too. And also hyperglycemia also can be destroyed by this wonderful herb Legionnaria cicerea. So you can search for this Ikshwaku herb Legionnaria cicerea, and that's its botanical name. So now we shall see another wonderful herb. It's called Koshataki, or its botanical name is Lapha acutangula. Its decoction can be used for nephropathy. Doxorubicin is a dangerous allopathic so-called medicine that is used to induce nephrotoxicity and cardiac toxicity in rats. It also induces various problems. So this powerful herb, which is hypoglycemic and nephroprotective, can be used if your doctor is telling you that you're going to get nephropathy. You can immediately stop all anti-nephropathy medicines that your doctor gives and start using Koshataki. So you can search for all of these things online and you can get them maybe. And dry mango leaves boiled in half liter water, and until it becomes 1/4 liter, don't switch off the gas. Once it turns into 1/4 liter, drink it. This dry mango leaves have a component called mangiferin, which is also anti-diabetic. And here is a wonderful medicine for diabetes, Bhuthatri, or it's called Kiranalli in Tamil and Nelanalli in Kannada. Kiranalli in Tamil and Nelanalli in Kannada. It is also called Bhumi Amalaki or Bhuyamla in Hindi. So you can use this wonderful medicine. Take 20 grams of Bhuthatri plus 20 pieces of Maricha. Maricha is pepper. So take 20 grams of Kiranalli root or leaves of or the whole plant together, 20 gram plus pepper, 20 pieces. So now we're going to go to the next herb. It's called Strychnos potatorum. It's called clearing nut, and you can get this nut online maybe, or if you have it from. So you can get this nut from also in Tamil Nadu. It's available. You can get it in. It's called Nattu Marundu Kade. So there are shops which sell herbal formulations. So you can buy it from that shop. Otherwise, you can buy it any place wherever you get it. And there's a shloka for this. Karsha pramanam katakasya bijam takrena pishtva sahamakshikena prameha jalam vinihanti sadyo ramo yatha ravana mahaveshu. So just a little bit of Strychnos potatorum should be crushed along with takra or buttermilk and mixed with honey. If this is taken, it immediately destroys all types of diabetes, and also it crushes them to the core, just like how Rama killed Ravana.
Is it clearing nut?
Yeah, it's called clearing nut. Yeah. The next thing is the prohibitions that you're supposed to follow. Sorry. Cinnamon is also very good in for type 2 diabetes. So cinnamon oil can be consumed because it has a special very powerful anti-hyperglycemic component. It is called cinnamaldehyde, and that has been shown in rats to reduce glucose levels. So this is also very good for you. So you can get cinnamon oil provided it is pure and it should be cold pressed. STZ diabetes can be cured by Embelia ribes. It's called Vidanga, via Vidanga. So you can use this, you can make a decoction of this and use it. It can also cure all types of viral infection caused diabetes. It can, it's an antioxidant, and plus it can cure diabetes. So everything in one package. Vidanga also can be used. Prohibitions wrong and right. Sleeping on a mattress is wrong. Sleeping on the hard ground is correct. Sleeping during day is wrong. Sleeping during late night is correct. Sleeping early is wrong. Sleeping a little late is correct. Not too late, it stresses out the body. Little late, then then your correct time. And sitting for more than 1 hour is wrong. You should be walking. No rest, just walking around the whole day. Eat your food, sit down for some time, then walking around. That's supposed to be a routine. I should tell the routine later on. I made a timetable chart for diabetics. Eating apatyahara is also wrong. You can watch my type 2 diabetes video where I have explained apatyahara. So this is type 2 diabetes video, and you can watch that also separately. And next, right, the things which are right is burning calorie is also very good, and 15 minutes sit down, no day nap, no sleeping on no sleeping during the day. And now, STZ diabetes, the science. STZ actually acts on nicotinamide, and then it causes NIDDM or IDDM. So it can cause both types, type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Nicotinamide supplements, actually if STZ causes diabetes, then the decoctions and the herbal formulations that have been given to cure STZ induced diabetes in rats can also cure type 1 and type 2 diabetes in humans. That's a science. And morning to evening diabetic chart. First thing for diabetes would be early morning Momodica charantia plus Tinospora cordifolia juice must be taken. Momodica charantia is Karela, Tinospora cordifolia is Giloi. Early morning, this whole juice, 1 glass should be taken. If you're not able to take that much, at least this much can be taken daily. And Shilajatu plus honey should be taken. Day 2, in the morning, Sapta Chakra Kwatha should be taken. After that, you can take Karela plus Giloi juice. And day 3, you can take Sapta Chakra Kwatha again. And on empty stomach, you should be taking this. And day 4, you can add this Bijaka herb and foods to be taken. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. So breakfast in the morning, I should tell you what all you can cook. Very tasty dishes. I should make separate videos and only diabetic food too. So lunch or dinner, you can skip one of these two and eat only twice a day. Type 2 diabetes can have you can have alternate day fasts. Steps to do after your type 2 diabetes is diagnosed. 1 day fasting should be preliminary thing. So moment you're diagnosed with diabetes, 1 day full fast. The next day start off your detox. Detox with these things. Bhumyamalaki for the liver, that is Bhuyavala or Phyllanthus niruri. So it's a very good herb for the liver. Turmeric is also hepatoprotective. Neem is also very hepatoprotective. Giloi is hepatoprotective. And Karavella or Momodica charantia, Karela is also very hepatoprotective. Amalaki or Amblyga officinalis amla is very hepatoprotective. Henna is very hepatoprotective. Researchers have been shown to, this is very good for the liver. And its botanical name is Lawsonia inermis. And antioxidant and diabetic supplement Pirandai. It's in Tamil, it's called Pirandai, and its botanical name is Cissus quadrangularis. Its Sanskrit name is Asti Samharaka. You can search this herb on Google, and this also you can get. Make its powder. I shall show you the herb later on, but you can make its powder. And day 4, empty stomach, Ikshwaku decoction or Lageraria. Its name is Lageraria cicereria, so you can use that one. Day 5, continue all these things again, everything together. Daily routine. What you're supposed to do? Get up very early and sleep at 10 o'clock. Get up at 3:30, sleep at 10 o'clock for obese people. For type 1 diabetics, get up 3:30 and you can sleep a little earlier. And clear your stomach. First thing in the morning for detox, you're supposed to clear your stomach. If you don't clear your stomach, you're gone the whole day, and your body is fully toxic, and you will be destroyed. Your diabetes will continue to be there. So that's the first thing. Clear your stomach, clear your bowels. Apply saliva in the eyes. So apply saliva like this. Take your saliva.
Like kajal?
Yeah, like how you apply kajal, you can apply saliva. Drink medicated water next. Please don't take water just like that. Asana is a herb. Asana or bijaka. Its botanical name is Pterocarpus marsupium. And that should be added in your water. You can buy its powder or something like that, and you can add it in the water. And daily you should only take that. Brush teeth and take bath with neem water. So you should brush teeth with the neem twig and take bath with neem water, so that it can prevent balusis, etc., skin disorders. And next, drink any or all of the bitter drink. When I say bitter drink, I mean Giloi, turmeric, Karela and neem. These are 4 ingredients You can mix and match every one of them, but 2 ingredients at least should be added together and you should be drinking the whole juice. Daily, this is a routine for you, it should be done. And after some time, after you drink this, allow it to function inside your body, and then you can take smoothie of banana and anjeer. Anjeer is, it's called udumbara.
Fig.
It's a fig fruit. Its botanical name is Ficus glomerata. So you can use this very powerful medicine. It's called country fig, and everybody knows it as anjeer. So you can soak it in water, and you can grind it the next day with bananas. But this should only be twice in a week or something, not daily. Or if you have a very less glycemic index, then you can also take it every alternative day. If you have pre-diabetes also, you can take it every alternative day. It's good for your diabetes. And honey plus turmeric powder is also very good. You can take any one of these two. Give a long break of 1 hour and keep walking till then in the early morning. It's such a nice thing. Keep walking. This is a routine. After that, take your breakfast at 8:30 a.m. That's very important. Exactly at 8:30 a.m. when the body is hungry, that time take the breakfast. The breakfast should be barley or or horse gram. Any one of these two or both together. Barley is also good and horse gram is also good. And kambu, foxtail millet also is good. You can take a dosa of foxtail millet or an idli of the same, or maybe you can make just a horse gram poriyal or sabzi or whatever you like from horse gram. That's a very tasty thing for you. And also along with that, barley is also a very good thing. Barley can be taken, and if you want for your season, you can add a lot of curry leaves. It's a medicine for diabetes, and you can also add jeera and one of those extra things. Don't use coconut oil too much. Use only sesame oil. Sesame oil is very good. And the next thing is that amla and haridra plus honey after breakfast. Immediately after your breakfast is over, take amla plus haridra plus honey, since it will make you digest well. Don't take honey. Okay, need not take honey. Just amla and haridra is good. And you can make banana poriyal also, raw banana poriyal. So you just chop raw banana and make a sabji out of it. It's also very good for you, for diabetes. And sitting straight after walking. So after you finish your food, just sit straight. Finish your food, walk for 15 minutes, so 100 steps, count 100 steps. Then sit down for 15 minutes. It promotes good metabolism and digestion. And in the long term, it can also cure your diabetes. This small step can cure your diabetes. That doesn't mean you stop following all the other things. The other things are the main driving forces. And 1 hour break, walking and exercise should be done after this. After sitting straight and getting relaxed. 1 hour break for walking and exercise. Decoction after decoction. The decoctions that I mentioned here, the whole decoctions, they should be taken one after the other, leaving 30 minutes gap between each decoction. If you really want to get cured of diabetes, you have to do this thing. Lunch. Amla plus haridra plus water is your lunch. Yeah. So you have to skip your lunch. That means you have to skip your lunch and take a few decoctions, something like that. Or if you are feeling very hungry, you can have some horse gram, just horse gram per year. You can have it. And sleep at 10 o'clock if you can. Otherwise, if you are type 1 diabetic, sleep at 9 o'clock. If you do obese and we have eye problems, etc., and if you are tired and suffering from insomnia, it's better you sleep early. But if you are not suffering from any of the problems and you feel like sleeping, don't sleep. Control your sleep for some time. Just some minute. Yeah. But don't watch things, movies, etc. at the time. Just sit straight, shut your eyes and think of the Lord. And finally, it's God who will cure you. So that's the main thing I would like to say for this. So thank you. Jai Shri Krishna. Hope this video was helpful. So thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.